What's up, everybody? It's your boy P from Loud Pack Boxing. I hope everybody doing all right. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody having a good day. Um, I'm I'm doing all right today. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too bad, but yeah, just wanted to hop back in. You know what I'm saying? Get my opinion on a couple things in this crazy boxing world we got going on. But yeah, man, I wanted to touch on Timothy Bradley, some of his recent comments and interviews on Fight Hub. Shout out to Fight Hub for getting good content. But yeah, man, Timothy Bradley, Desert Storm. I remember Timothy Bradley was in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Brawler. Didn't really have no power, but he was standing toe to toe and bang. And man, he used to be shredded back in the day too, man. Six pack, ridiculous six pack. But as of late he been commentating, and Tim is Tim. Tim. He was a small guy, but he ain't take no shit. So he still, that's his personality. You know what I'm saying? So, father, that strong military type personality. So, you kind of stand with Tim for the most part. He get a lot of, like I say, a lot of flack for being a company man, and you know what I'm saying. But as of late, he been going off, unfiltered and just dropping some stuff that a lot of people gonna agree with. Some people not gonna agree with it. You know what I mean? The thing that kind of caught my ear the most was the fact that, dang, you don't normally hear boxers talking how we talk on the blogs. I mean, Timothy Bradley wasn't really pulling no punches, on these interviews or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen them, I ain't gonna repost it. You can go check it out on Fight Hub or whatever. I'm just giving my opinion on, my commentary on, my thoughts on the interviews or whatever. But yeah, like I say, he didn't hold no punches, man. He pretty much went out and said Earl Spence is a liar. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he's running from Terrence Crawford, and like these was his words. You know what I mean? That's why I said he was talking how like the fans talk on some of the blogs. Normally other fighters, if they cool with a guy, they normally kind of, you know what I'm saying. But he was just letting it. He was letting it all out. He said he's a coward. Just stating kind of the facts. How was why that fight didn't happen. Terrence Crawford said he had a source for the money. Said Earl didn't, went to Al. Al shut it down. You know what I mean? He said, Earl can't make a move without Al Heyman's approval. A lot of people been feeling that way. Earl say he his own boss, but we know that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get too much in the detail about the stuff he was saying, but I do want to just reiterate some of the stuff he was saying. Saying what everybody else is saying. If Earl goes up to 154, he's not coming back to 147 to fight Terrence Crawford. That's a lot of people failing on that situation. I don't know what the man going to do. It don't really make sense to do that, but I don't know what the man going to do. But everybody's saying if he go to 154, you know what I'm saying? He not coming back down to 147. So, like I said, Bradley was pretty much saying a lot of stuff that people is saying on the blogs, but just to see a fighter, a guy of his stature, I think he's a two-time former world champion. He respected in the game to just be dropping bombs on these guys. You know what I'm saying? But definitely had some interesting things to say about Earl Spence and just the whole Spence versus Crawford fight negotiation falling apart, and you know what I mean. He got on some other things, just the game today in general, how it's different from when he was in it, you know. But he also went in on Gervonta Davis, you know what I mean, which really caught my ear because the way he did it and the way things he said, it was kind of, was kind of a personal beef. He gave him all his respect as far as the boxing, having skills. He claimed that Tank ain't fighting nobody. He pretty much said that literally Tank is a piece of shit. He said, I don't like him. He a piece of shit. He says, I want to see Ryan Garcia knock his ass out. And I was like, damn, piece of shit. You looking forward to the demise of this man? It's more, you could just tell it was personal. Like over the years, him and Tank disagreed on little things, but I never seen nothing to make it, it go this far, and he was calling Tank a piece of shit pretty much with the as far as the excuse me, y'all. Couldn't even, I was choking, but giving Tank a hard time about the arrest that he just had, the domestic violence thing. And I mean, yeah, nobody condoning domestic violence, but when you start bringing that up, that's like every other person. Tim, you commentating with some people that got domestic violence charges. You know what I'm saying? Every day you working, some of the people that work for you probably got domestic violence charges. So is everybody in the world who got a charge, not convicted of, but a charge, a piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? That's every fighter. For real. I mean, Timothy Bradley, with your personality, I find it hard to believe that if your wife wild out and start attacking you in a public place or just did the most humiliating thing she could do to you, that you would have the restraint to not at least slap. I don't know. I don't know you personally, but I'm just saying it's just a thing that can happen. And the one thing that you did say that I do agree with on that note was, maybe Tank ain't got the right one because it do boil down to that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like any man almost can be brought to that point. So you got to be careful who you dealing with so you don't get took to that point. So I do agree with you on that, Tim Bradley, but when you was just calling the guy a piece of shit, it's just like, Tank Davis is a young brother out here, ain't robbing nobody, ain't stealing, out here making an honest living, inspiring. He doing a lot of good too. So I just, I thought that was harsh calling a young guy a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he made some mistakes that a whole lot of other men have made and will make. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they caught Tim on a bad day and he was just, venting. But I just, like I say, I really thought that was they were just some harsh statements to make, especially about the young guys. You an older guy. You calling it in your opinion how you see it, but you know, I don't, I don't know, man. It got you out of character a little bit, Tim, with some of these latest statements or whatever. But anyway, y'all, I don't know if y'all caught that. If y'all didn't, if you're interested, I caught it's on Fight Hub. Like I say, shout out to Fight Hub for getting that good content. You know what I mean? But if you did see it, hop in the comments and let me know you know, do you absolutely agree with Tim? Was he being harsh? You know what I'm saying? What was y'all thoughts on what he was saying and how he was saying it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. You know, make sure y'all like, you know, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop new content. But you know, subscribe, please, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my subs up. So shout out to my people that have been rocking with me from day one, watching my videos at their worst. You know what I'm saying? And still tuning in. I do appreciate that because, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do that. But shout out to them. Shout out to my new subs that's chiming in with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of different ideas, and in my opinion, I don't think like nobody out there. So, you know, when you come to my channel or come into, yeah, pretty much my channel, my world, you're gonna get it through my eyes, and I feel like I got a unique perspective or a unique way of seeing things. So, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, y'all can make sure y'all check me out on Instagram at Loud Pack Boxing. Check me out on the Jab Effect and on Instagram. You can check me and my partner out on Facebook at the Jab Effect. And you can check us out on the Jab Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot of stuff going on, floating around out there. So make sure y'all chime in and check us out. We appreciate it. You know, we've been in this for a minute. I see a lot of new people, a lot of new boxing blogs popping up and getting numbers, and it's crazy. You know, I ain't a hater. It is what it is. But you know, some of them I like. You know, I like some of the creative stuff, new creative stuff people bringing to the table. Some of it's just nonsense. You know, people not even a real boxing fan. They just, I don't know, guess caught a wave or whatever. But it's definitely a lot of new people out there. But a lot of us been around for a long time, maybe in a different form, working for something, you know. But a lot of us have been around in this boxing community. So shout out to all the old people and the new people, man. And let's just keep it moving and grooving for real. You know, it's crazy because people don't realize how big and serious this is for like the boxing community. You know what I mean? Um, like I say, I really talk about it unless I'm talking to people who talk about boxing because they really couldn't understand. People would be like, how can you just talk about that? Like, who cares? Why is it? And it's just, you know, either you get it or you don't. But like I say, for me, you know, other people talk about things that I feel that way about. You might talk about another sport or be talking about some shit that I feel like, yo, who cares? How can you, you know, so to each his own. But, you know, people will be surprised at how many diehard boxing fans are out there and like the diversity, the different countries, women, men, kids. Like the women really surprise me. Like when I go to the local events or the big fights you see on TV, and even the ones that I have been to, it's been a lot of women in attendance. Some of them are just an arm piece, but it's a lot of female fans out there. So shout out to the female boxing fans because most people wouldn't think that it would be a lot of females at the events, or it's a lot of females out there who down with the sweet science. But anyway, that's all I really got, man. I'm out here rambling, you know what I'm saying? But I just had a couple things on my head. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, y'all be good, stay safe, stay out the way. It's your boy P, and I'm out.